Italians are much better at building ships than fighting with them, Englishmen used to say in the 1940s. While the second part might be a subject for arguments, the first one is totally clear. It's true. Hardly anyone in Europe was able to compete with Italian shipbuilders in terms of original ideas. Take just manned torpedoes or scout ships, esploratori, one of which is the protagonist of today's episode, Tier 6 premium destroyer Leone. Leone was the lead ship of a light scout series built by the Ansaldo Company at the beginning of the 1920s. These ships were an intermediate link between destroyers and light cruisers. They could gain a high speed of up to 34 knots and had powerful artillery. In the 1930s, Leone and her two sister ships underwent several modernizations. The ships received improved anti-aircraft and torpedo armaments, as well as a state-of-the-art fire control system. In the middle of the 1930s, all three Leone-class scouts were relocated to the Red Sea, where they became the core of an Italian task force before invading Abyssinia. When Italy joined World War II, Leone, which had already been reclassified as a destroyer with other scouts by that time, attempted to obstruct British shipping in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. In April 1941, destroyer Leone hit an underwater rock at night during a combat raid to Suez. Attempts to save the ship failed, and her sister ships had to extract the crew and sink the doomed destroyer. In World of Warships, Leone is a versatile destroyer. Her 8 guns with a solid salvo weight, combined with long setting and dispersion times for her smoke screens, allow for very successful attacks on enemies. However, one should remember that the ship has few smoke generator charges, which makes it important to think carefully about when to use this consumable most effectively in battle. The destroyer is also equipped with just 2 twin-tube torpedo launchers. The torpedoes are slow, but their short reload time and 12-kilometer range make it possible to frequently attack from afar and hit slow and clumsy targets. To build a clear picture, let's sum up all the ship's advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: large number of main guns, hefty salvo weight, fast reloading torpedoes with great range, long smoke screen setting and dispersion times. Disadvantages: small caliber guns with a long reloading time, small number of smoke generator charges, small number of slow torpedoes. She is slow for a destroyer, weak anti-aircraft defenses. One can gain a better understanding of how to play the ship after her pros and cons are known. At the beginning of battle, thanks to her decent smoke generator and effective main guns, the destroyer can fight for control over key areas, especially if Allied ships help with detecting enemy destroyers. But one should carefully observe enemy radar warships, because the low speed of the ship won't allow her to quickly retreat in case of being detected. The warship is also effective as a support ship. If the combat situation allows, you can focus on firing at enemy battleships from behind a smoke screen or island, thanks to the arcing trajectory of her shells. Keep in mind that when firing over the maximum distance, which is quite far, Leone shells will fly for a long time. Don't forget about her torpedoes either. Their short reload time and long range make it possible to spam a key area or direction and hit slow-moving targets. As far as anti-aircraft armament goes, Leone's AA defenses aren't the most outstanding, which is why you should either wait behind a smokescreen until an aerial threat is gone, or stay close to Allied ships with strong AA defenses. Let's proceed with the recommended upgrades. Main Armament Modification 1. Engine room protection. If you want to enhance her main guns, choose Main Battery Modification 2. To enhance her torpedo armament, choose Torpedo Tubes Modification 1. Propulsion Modification 1. Quia Sum Leo. Because I'm a lion. A ship with such a motto is destined to hold the reins on the battlefield and send enemies to the bottom using her capabilities. As a ship with premium status, Leone earns more XP and credits. Friends, it's now time for the Armada quiz. If you watch the episode carefully, it will be easy for you to give the correct answers. What is the base maximum firing range of Leone's main guns in the game? What was the name of the company that built Leone, and how many ships were in her series? Write your answers in the comments, leave a plus if you like the Armada quiz and want it in every episode. Good luck, captains, and have fun in battle.